Hey there guys, this is Invader and I'm back again with another stellar review with Star Wars Battlefront. I've been waiting for this game for a while. I was a huge fan of the previous games years ago and was eagerly anticipating this title since it was first announced. First off, this game is done beautifully. All the character models, the vehicles, weapons look and feel as they should. Often I'm stuck looking around my surroundings, taking the views of the battles. Everything just feels so immense and authentically Star Wars. DICE really did a solid job on the way the game feels. The gameplay is pretty smooth and plays as it should. Coming from the developer of the Battlefield series, this is no surprise to anybody. There's also a nice assortment of modes to choose from. Supremacy is very popular, as it has a massive scope and an assortment of ways to play, from capturing objectives to general gunplay to fighting in the sky using a TIE fighter. Fighter Squadron is pretty cool, where it's just straight up fighter dogfighting with the occasional ship they need to protect. Droid Run is also fun. It's small scale 6 vs 6 setup where you try and capture 3 droids on the map and hold them until time runs out. Walker Assault is a pretty good mode where you either defend against assaulting AT-AT walkers as the rebels, or just go on the offensive with them as the Imperial forces. Also, included in the game are training missions that allow you to practice various forms of combat with vehicles, from piloting an X-Wing to playing escort with an AT-ST. As well, there are survival missions where you survive waves of progressively more difficult enemies. It's not the most exciting mode in the game, but it's a nice little inclusion anyways. One thing that I really did appreciate was the inclusion of split screenplay. While other games seem to be cutting it out, I was overjoyed when I heard it was included. It's always nice, if you have a friend over and you can play locally, right? Now, with all this being said, there's a lot of questionable things going on with this game. The worst offender being the severe lack of content. When this game came out, there was only 4 maps. 4 freaking maps! Now, thankfully they've added free DLC since with the Battle of Jakku, but it still needs more. Sure, I love playing on Hoth, Solus, Tatooine, and Endor. I really do. But when you have other games releasing in the same time frame with 10 to 15 maps at minimum, it's just pathetic. Especially when you're paying full price for a game. Another thing is that there could be more vehicles included. Have some tanks or transports in it, mix up the combat a bit more. They had some of that in the previous installments, and I see no reason why they could have had similar content in it. And another thing, it just boggles my mind that there's no way to communicate directly to your teammates. Sure, there's emotes, but I don't think standing around saying, "I've got a bad feeling about this," is going to draw up many strategies, Frankly, it's unacceptable, and I expect more from DICE, and in particular, EA, considering this is a multiplayer game primarily. Also, another thing is that the Season Pass is quite expensive, and a bit insulting. Granted, you don't have to purchase it, but considering the content is a bit bare bones to start off, some people may feel forced to buy it. Frankly, the game just reeks of being rushed out. It was purposely launching near the new movie The Force Awakens to drum up the sales. While that's all well and good in one sense, the game itself, I feel, just kinda suffered from this. It could have used at least another year or 6 months to include a few more launch maps, vehicles, weapons, and just general refinements overall. So, for Star Wars Battlefront, I give it a 6 out of 10. There's a lot of stuff I feel missing from the final product. It lacks maps and combat vehicles. The thing is though, at the same time I do really enjoy playing what's there. The combat is fun, the game itself looks really nice, and in a way, it's a good stepping stone for the next installment of Battlefront. And you guys know it'll be coming sooner rather than later. The game isn't bad by any means, but in general, it just needs a lot more of, well, everything. It's hard to recommend it amongst other more robust titles such as Call of Duty Black Ops 3 or Halo 5 Guardians. Well, anyways guys, that's it for now. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Ciao for now, and see ya!
You will know the power of the dark side.